judge and the first end of oppression. Can you tell us on that, Tabo?
Yes, morning everyone. This is our third recording for the Voice of Kings. We're speaking to everyone in Egypt, as well said in the first episode that we did with my team. Yes, it's been enlightened to me by the Creator, God Himself, the Almighty, that look, we are living in the fullness of time, on which therefore it was programmed, or it was planned for me to go back and get the real truth from the Bible by studying the book by myself, like as I said in the first episode, with the guidance and help of Miles Monroe, who really taught me thorough, or he showed me the good way of how to study the book yourself and to understand the kingdom, and then be able to do as we're all created and we're all ordained to do so. So basically what is happening is that 2020, it's bringing us to the last day, as we all know that from the Bible. One day in heaven is 1,000 years on earth. So therefore, it was quite crucial then for one to go through the training to fully understand the power that the Creator, which is God Himself, the Creator of the universe, the nature. He has got His own systematic ways of doing things, obviously in nature ways. So now what is happening basically is that when you go to Acts 17, just go there quickly, Acts 17, and then you read from chapter, like as I'm saying, 17, and then you read from verse 26. It says, "From one man He made every nation of men, that they should inhabit the whole earth, and determine the times set for them, and the exact places where they should live. God did this so that men would seek Him and perhaps reach out to find Him. Though He is not far from each of one of us, for in Him we live and move and have our beings." As you continue from verse 28, "As one of your own poets have said, we are His offspring." Then verse 29, "Therefore, since we are God's offspring, we should not think that the divine being is like gold or silver or stone, an image made by God's design and skill." Verse 30, "In the past, God overlooked such ignorance, but now He commands all people everywhere to repent. For He has set a day He will judge the world with justice by the man He has appointed." I guess at least now that everyone who has actually watched from the first clip understand why I was so bold, and I'm still bold. I firstly understood, and I first, the faith that is in me, I used that faith. I used that faith to study everything and bring every truth to each and every one of us. So basically what is happening here, this part is showing us how one can understand fully that he's righteous with God and that he's been appointed by the Almighty to judge others. This is the part that deals with this whole judgment. But obviously, the one who brought the knowledge first, if I can put it that way, on which we all know that they set up their own foundations which enslaved the creation, on which we all know that the person who did that is the oppressor. So they started this part, they knew, on which therefore they made a point that they will try by all means to stop whoever wants to understand this part and come up, on which therefore, as you study, like as I said, as you study the Bible, not read the Bible, as you study the kingdom of God, like the word, it clearly states, and it's actually even more clearer to anyone who spend time reading the word by himself or by themselves. So the thing is, this part, it is the proof for one to understand that he's the one who's been raised to judge. As you read the whole Bible, it clearly states that God knows our purpose, and everything is created with purpose. Everything has got a meaning. There is nothing that is just created for a game or for the sake of beauty or what. No, everything is created for a purpose. So now I'm just putting it out there so that at least guys must understand and see. Even those who still think that they don't believe, or they are viewing me as the person that they used to know, or the person that they knew, they grew up with. This is a different ballgame altogether. This is a lake of kings. This is a league of kings, basically. This is a league of kings. It's been revealed to me that a plague, it's a league of heaven. A plague, it's a league of heaven. That's why we see that the kingdom of darkness, the other side, they named this whole plague into this corona or COVID-19 thing, as already I've stated it, how they have done it. So basically what is happening is that this is basically the proof. Like as I read, I think, let me just read this last part, which then says, okay, let me start from verse 31. For he has set a day when he will judge the world, which is, now we all know that we've got the world and we've got the word. So the world it's the system. It's going to judge the system on which I have stated that is going reverse. So which means there, the systems will be judged with justice by the man he has appointed. He has given proof of this to all men by raising him from the dead. This on its own makes me, it makes me very bold on the other hand. Because remember, when Jesus was sent, he was sent as the Son of God and also as the Son of Man, which means he had two sides. Being the Son of God, that's the good side of you. Being the Son of God, that's the good side of you. But then if you are called being the Son of Man, then you are bringing the other side, which is the man has got the other side. That's why it was crucial for then Jesus to firstly die and come back to prove that this scientific world, like as we all know that they are trying to steal God's creation by creating scientific world. So scientific, they can't prove, they can't challenge, principle, because their world is built on facts. They are training people for facts, yet we are all principle people. By principle, it goes back to say, look, you can't change natural laws. Principle is basically natural laws. So what is scientific world doing is bringing facts to people. There are a lot of people who think they are smart. You'll find them trying to challenge me using facts. And at the end of the day, you'll find that by bringing the word and putting things based on the word, and the very person, you'll find him now that he's stuck, he can't answer, then he start to come up with schemes, maybe to try to buy you off or whatever, to offer you things. I've gone through that. This has been a test for me. That's why I'm speaking boldly with this thing, that he raised me from dead. I'm a living proof. Hence, that's why I know my two previous lives, as I have stated it before. This is a self-discovery. That's why I'm able to go deep and read and bring all things out. So now, as I'm saying, East London, the reason why it's so key, and the reason why, I think I did mention it on the first episode, that Pope is actually people. It's actually people, but they've removed EL. Now God has revealed to me why EL. East London, we've got treasure here in East London. This golf course that is here in East London, it's full of cameras, because they know that this is the place where, when you go to Ezekiel, this NIV version 1983, it's the best version that I would really advise people to start then to, But like as I'm saying, as we go along, I'll elaborate. It's just that as for today, I just want to reveal to everyone that East London, like as you go to Ezekiel 37, that title there that is written, the Valley of Dry Bones. Yes, East London, it is the Valley of Dry Bones. As you read and you go to like 37, chapter 37, verse 15, you read that part up to the end. The title there, it's One Nation Under One King. So this is where we are at. For the fact that I've managed to find this treasure, automatically that was my treasure, to firstly find the treasure in the land and then understand the physical part of it, then bring it together. Then fully you'll understand that you are a king. So I've been nominated by God himself to be the voice of the poor. Any business, starting from today. Fortunately, today is the first day of the week. Thursday is the first day of the week. I forgot to mention it on my first episode. Thursday is the first day of the week. So then Friday, which makes it the second. If Thursday is the first, Friday is the second. Saturday is the third. And then Sunday is the fourth. In this sense, when you read in the New Testament, it's Matthew 28. I think it's Matthew 28. It's something that I just want to, before I go further, I just want to check. Actually looking at this, the title, The Last Supper, Resurrection. Okay. Yeah, when you go to Matthew 26, there from verse 17, as you see, on the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the disciple came to Jesus and asked, "Where do you want us to take the preparations for you to eat the Passover?" So basically, the reason why I'm reading this, I just want to show everyone the power of the word Passover. God is the one who created the Passover, on which the oppressor have converted or have changed the Passover to Easter holidays. No, Easter holidays is not from the Bible. It's man-made creation. It's not from the Bible. So basically, I'm sent here to judge based on the Passover. Hence, I'm bringing up to even rectify times, because remember, God is the one who created times. So obviously, He's revealing everything to us so that we rectify everything based on His times. So Thursday is the first day of the week. That's why when you look, or where do you like the Passover that they have changed to Easter, these Easter holidays, they are praising Good Friday. Why Good Friday? Because it's the day that they killed him, which makes it the second day of the week. They killed him on Friday, then they called it Good Friday. Obviously, between me and you, you know that if you are killing somebody and he tells you that I'll wake up on Sunday, obviously within Friday and Saturday, the other side, the one who doesn't want this person to wake up, will pray and do everything and praise the idols. And so they used Saturday basically. They were trying to use Saturday to do devilish things. That's why they've created this division between the Sabbath and Sunday. You know, yet we are one. I'm not saying this thing, good people, to try and say the Sabbath people are no. I'm just bringing the facts as it is to people, because I've been given the word to rectify. So everything that I'm saying is something to help humanity, because from this generation, like this Passover that we are going in of this 2021, we are rectifying everything. We are actually going back to the beginning. Hence today, that's why we're making our video here. This sign that you see behind me or next to me, there is Adam. But these are just dry bones. As you see, as I'm saying that, in Ezekiel 37, that whole part, it talks about this place that we are sitting in today. There is Adam. He's naked. He's naked, as you see on the picture. And the only naked person that we saw in the Bible, it was Adam. So Adam is the start. This is the start. Hence the Bible calls God the beginning and the end. Adam was the first was the first king. Hence we are all called Adamic race. We are all Adamic race. It has got nothing to do with the color, or it has got nothing to do with that. We are all Adamic race. So basically, when you read, you'll find that Adam only lived 930 years. That is not full. That is not a full number to say. Like for instance, if you are saying 1,000 is a full number. 1,000 it's a full day basically, because we know in heaven it's 1 day. Then if it's 1 day in heaven, therefore on earth it's what? It's 1,000 years. So which therefore means Adam couldn't even finish the first day. That's what it means literally. That 930 years, it shows that Adam couldn't even finish the first day. Therefore, he chose Noah. You see. So basically, what is happening? From 930, when I'm saying we, I mean all of us, all of us, because I'm sent to redeem anyone who wants to come back. We've got people like Paul. People, they misunderstood Paul's story. Paul used to kill Christians. Paul used to, persecute. But then Paul was later on changed to be the one to redeem, So everyone must put that story to him, Paul. Don't take that story very, it's a very powerful story. So basically, why we call 7 perfection? It's like when you calculate from 930 to make 1,000, which is a full day, he was short of 70. So that's where we get our 7 from. So all of us here, we fail. We are working to fulfill that 1,000, which is we've done like up to this far. We've done. We have to at some point, give applause to ourselves, and also give what's due to God, what's due. Not to take the credit to us. Every credit is to the Almighty, who is working himself out to redeem us. So fortunately, we've managed to put every puzzle or the pieces of the puzzles together. That's why we are able to understand why 7 is crucial, because 7 basically we're putting 7 into that 930 to fulfill that 1,000. So now basically what is happening, we are studying this new generation, which is our last 1,000 years. Therefore, which makes me bold today to actually tell everyone that the way it's been revealed to me, this whole book called the Bible, it's against United Nations. You can put the camera on me. I want everyone to hear this. The whole book is against United Nations. United Nations was simply changed from Roman Empire. They changed Roman Empire to United Nations. When you go to Matthew 7, verse 7, again, here we go again. That's 7 that I was talking about. Perfect. 7, verse 7. Matthew. There's a 7. Okay, now what is happening? It says, there is the title, Ask, Seek, Knock. That's what I have done basically. While I was going through the trials and tribulation test and everything, it was not easy. One day, like, the time is near for everyone to be revealed anyway, the eyes to be open and to understand. I had to knock, I had to seek, I had to ask, not from any human being like me. If you want the truth, never ask anything that looks like you, because it will never make you more powerful than it anyway. It will try to make it more powerful than you. Hence, that's why the Bible says everything, seek everything from the Lord, because it's the honor. The word Lord is the honor. But anyway, in verse 7 it says, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. That's what I did basically to get all the revelations and all the answers that I have. But this, you see the title as well, when you look at the whole chapter, it's talking about judging others. this whole thing, I like the fact that it's a parable which talks about the father. When a son, or like it says, which father can give a son a snake when the son is asking for a fish? That parable basically was talking, Jesus prophesied this life that we're living in today. As we see that we've got so-called powerful people who they call themselves powerful. These Italian mafias. They are the ones, these Italian mafias, that Jesus warned us about. They are offering people snake. When you look at United Nations, even that sign, they are rightfully so, when even their abbreviation, they call themselves WHO. WHO. They call themselves WHO. By the way, I don't care whether people believe it or not, but yesterday they offered me a position to be a pope. Yesterday I've got proof. That's the power of influence that God has given it to me. So United Nations is using a fish. They are the ones who are offering. They are, I don't know whether you can say little puppets or robots or what. Because now there's all these robotic things that you see. Anyone who thinks is powerful and skillful by bringing up robots into nature, he's a robot himself. He's a robot himself. And the power the power of influence, because God is power. And I love the fact that God reserved power for himself. As we see that when you drive a car, your car is written, your battery is written Sabbath. Why Sabbath? Lack of knowledge is very dangerous. Every time when I reveal things to friends and, they kind of like, they find it so simple. Same applies to me. When God reveals something to me, it's so simple and it's just simple and so powerful, So basically what is happening is, we are destroying all these images that they've created. This is a new generation that we are starting, and I'm not laughing with anyone about it. We are simply destroying all these idols that they've made. No more fish, no more this thing of seeing snake, brainwashing our kids using mediums, making a snake powerful. How can something without legs be powerful? It can't be. That's why Jesus was eating what? He was eating fish. But all of a sudden, it's like we're grooming our kids to be vampires. This meat that they eat, these are chemicals. That's the yeast that the Bible was talking about. That's the yeast. Yeast, it's a chemical. It's a chemical. They feed our people yeast. Then when somebody is sick, and then they send their snake sign to come and fetch whoever is sick. Then when they fail to kill you, then they don't care about taking you back. I've never seen an ambulance taking somebody say, yeah, but this guy was sick, now he's fine, I'm taking him back home or her. But when he's sick, they are there with that sign. Who's making money? Who's selling who? Because really, these rewards, I don't want to drag it back to go to reward. Watch that first part, man.
8 minutes left.
Yeah. So basically, good people, what I'm saying is, this whole Bible is exposing United Nations. But all this, I'm just summarizing to show you the dominance of power that I've been given. By the way, today, I just want to make it clear what God has revealed to me. Just want to make it clear. ANC stands for African National Conquerors. African National Conquerors is a party that was created by God himself. So since we see the spear in African National Conquerors, we see that spear, that emblem. That spear, the spirit in that spear is the spirit of King Mhlonhlo. But anyway, I'll take you further in time. It's just that for now, I just want to I'm shaking these foundations, on which we have succeeded, by the way, because yesterday it was the last day anyway for Pope. So the snake, the head has been chopped off because the judgment for the Passover has been made anyway. So basically what I'm saying is that this that we see that is happening currently with our with this current situation that is happening, the likes of Mahashulas, the Zumas and this and that, people mustn't panic. Cyril Ramaphosa is one of us. He's got the spirit of a buffalo. That's why I've said it before. East London, we've got a street that is called Buffalo Street. Cyril Ramaphosa has got that spirit of that street, Buffalo Street. Oxford and Cambridge. As you see, Oxford and Cambridge, those are two dictionaries. It's a history for another day, but what I'm saying is that Oxford, they are the ones which were using word, working in conjunction with, it's actually three. It's Pope, which represent United Nations, and we know that is Italian mafias, this scientific world. And then we've got Oxford, who's representing the word. Oxford Dictionary. It's not right. It's brainwashing wrong our kids. Then lastly, we've got Ford, the car Ford. It was made for the oppressor, Ford. And then lastly, we've got a pharmacy called, what's this pharmacy? But there's a pharmacy, something to do with, is it Oxford or what? But Forbes, yes, Forbes. All those things, the spirit, the foundations that were there were wrong. The mafias were benefiting out of that. Drugs. We think that drugs is things that people know. Drugs, there are drugs there in the hospitals. Manufacturers of drugs. Those are chemicals, those are yeast. You can't use yeast to take care of your body. Remember, this is land. You eat land, you drink water, and then you breathe air. That's Trinity of creation. If somebody comes with a chemical and start feeding you chemicals, obviously you will react because you are nature, you are land, you'll react. That's what these guys basically are doing. So now what I'm saying, this whole mafia thing, Zuma, Mahashule, they must get out of ANC. They can't kill me, you can't do anything. Put the camera on me, they can't kill me. You can't die twice. They can't kill me. Instead of all these things that I'm exposing, all these people, it's not me who's getting security in my home. It's him. You know, the funny thing is, when they talk to people, they talk this thing of saying, yeah, this is white dominance, what. When he was a president, he was using the same constitution, which was written by the so-called that he says it's white. And funny, their spokesperson or the spokesperson of whatever that he's doing is white. But when they're interviewing maybe one of the sons or Tutozano or whoever, they start to come up to push with the mandate of saying, yeah, but white dominance. But I'm confused here. Your spokesperson is white, but when it's you talking, you're talking against white. How does it work? People don't, this is the end of time of the oppressor. We've won. They can't kill me, they can't do anything to me. They can't. The mafias have lost. So good people, this is just a summary. The reason why we just came up outside today is to do this whole thing where the dry bones are. But in time, since that everything has been given to us. By the way, the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II, King Vuyelekaya, and King Strive Mosiwa, it's been revealed to me by God himself, God Almighty himself, that they report to me. They report to me, whether they like it or they don't, but the divinity has been given to me. They report to me, and then I report to Caleb. Me and Caleb, we then report straight to the Almighty. By the way, we are all leaders. I'm just I'm here to train everyone to read the Bible by yourself, not these pulpiters. People wake up. A pulpiter, the word pull is to pull, like, pull, and then pit, it's a hole. So if umfundisi uthi umhlaba emhlabeni is doing what he's trained to do, when Jesus was baptized, a dove came from the above. But today we see that we're using a dove sign to represent doves, which is death. Who changed what here? What is happening?